Welcome to this explainer. We are jumping right in today because we've got a radical new framework to explore, and it's going to completely change how you view your physical well-being. Today, we're unpacking the Health Capital Blueprint. And by the end of this session, I promise you're going to see yourself in an entirely new, incredibly empowering light.
So let's start by challenging the standard medical story we've literally all been told since we were kids. Think about how we typically interact with the medical system. It usually treats our bodies like machines, right? Machines that just inevitably break down over time and need a professional to repair them. You wait for the human equivalent of a check engine light to come on, you take yourself to the shop, and a doctor tries to fix the broken parts. But what if that whole wait until it breaks mindset is just the entirely wrong way to look at human life?
Well, that brings us to Section 1, the broken machine myth. Because this whole sick care approach completely ignores a massive reality about how our health actually works on a day-to-day basis.
See, if we only focus on the absence of disease, if we just sit around and wait for a magic pill to fix us when something finally goes wrong, we miss the underlying everyday factors that are quietly shaping our health from the ground up. True health isn't just having a chart free of diagnoses. It is an active, dynamic process that is happening right now, at a cellular level, based on how you live your life. So try to think of it less like a static snapshot and way more like a continuous movie. Every choice you make, every environment you're in, and every single interaction is subtly changing your biology in real time.
To really wrap our heads around this dynamic process, we have to look outside the doctor's office. So let's move into Section 2, Poverty's Biological Tax, where we need to acknowledge the heavy toll that social inequality takes on the human body.
Okay, let's dive into this, because the research is incredibly clear here. Things like your social status, your job, your income, and the actual neighborhood you live in, they aren't just background details of your life. They are environmental factors that are fundamentally shaping your biology. I mean, if you're working 2 jobs just to make rent, or if you live in an area lacking basic resources, your body processes that harsh reality. Poverty and social inequality are very real, and they act as the root causes of so many health issues we face. It's not just about what you eat or how many miles you run. It's about the very structure of the life you're living.
Notice how your external circumstances literally create an internal reality. The stress of poverty places an ongoing, totally invisible tax on your biological system. When you experience chronic stress about paying bills, persistent loneliness, or feeling socially excluded, your body physically absorbs all of that. It creates severe wear and tear on your immune system. It jacks up your blood pressure, and it impacts your organs over time. This is the biological tax of inequality. Your material circumstances are directly translated into physical damage. So, if we aren't just broken machines waiting to be taxed to death by our circumstances, how should we view our biology? Let's transition over to Section 3, your health bank account. We need to ditch the machine metaphor entirely and embrace this paradigm of health capital. It's a game changer. This framework takes all those abstract biological processes going on inside you and turns them into a highly concrete daily balance sheet. Just imagine your health as a literal bank account. Every single day, with every action and experience, you are either making deposits into this account or you're taking withdrawals. Every meal, every stressful commute, every deep conversation, and every laugh, it's a transaction.
Let's look closer at these daily transactions. Every day, those negative experiences we just talked about, the chronic stress, the loneliness, the exclusion, they actively depreciate your health account. They're super expensive withdrawals that just drain your system's resources. But on the flip side, positive experiences, like feeling genuine joy, nurturing deep friendships, and fostering a true sense of social connection, those actively invest in and build up your biological reserves. You are literally padding your account against future hardships and building a rock-solid foundation that can handle the inevitable curveballs life throws at you.
And this brings us to Section 4, which is perhaps the most crucial, yet wildly overlooked piece of the modern health puzzle: your emotions.
I want to use a really simple language here because it is so incredibly important to understand. Having good friends or feeling happy does not magically cure poverty, okay? It doesn't put money in your real-world bank account, and it doesn't change your material circumstances. But what positive emotions do achieve is absolutely amazing. They buffer the harmful effects of poverty on your physical body. They act as a shield, significantly reducing the negative biological impact and the physical wear and tear that chronic stress tries to inflict on your health.
We can really think of these as your biological shields: deep friendships, strong social connections, and intentional joy. Cultivating these positive emotions creates a powerful internal buffer. They actively protect your biological system from the harsh stress of environmental inequality, When the world tries to make a massive withdrawal from your health account, these shields step right in to absorb the blow. They calm your nervous system, lower your stress hormones, and literally fortify your cellular health. It's amazing. And honestly, the biggest aha moment from this source material is this: defending your biology through emotional investments doesn't cost a single dime. Think about it. We spend billions of dollars globally on pills, surgeries, and therapies to fix the broken machine. But the daily deposits that build your health capital, laughing with a friend, finding a quick moment of gratitude, connecting with a neighbor, they are completely free. They're entirely within your grasp, no matter what economic bracket you're in.
Now, knowing that these emotional deposits are free is great, but building your health capital requires deliberate action. It doesn't just happen on its own while you're not looking. So let's move into our final segment, Section 5, Becoming the CEO. To truly leverage this biological buffer, you've got to actively adopt two distinct mindsets. You really can't be a passive observer of your own life anymore. The source material outlines two core requirements for building your health capital effectively: intentionality and autonomy. So let's break these down.
Let's start with intentionality. The harsh truth is that our human brains are naturally wired to obsess over the negative. It's just an old evolutionary survival mechanism designed to keep us safe from threats. Because of that hardwired negativity bias, you must consciously, intentionally choose to focus on the good moments. You literally have to hunt for joy. If you aren't intentional about capturing and appreciating the good, those moments are just going to slip away without ever making a deposit into your health account.
Secondly, autonomy. You have got to break the myth that you are a broken machine. You have to stop waiting around in the sick care system for someone else to come along and fix you. Autonomy means waking up to the fact that you possess the power right now, today, to be the active, responsible steward of your own health. You're not just a passenger in this vehicle. You are firmly in the driver's seat.
When you put this all together, by managing your health capital and using those positive, totally free emotions to buffer against life's inevitable stresses, you completely transform your role. You step out of the shadows as a passive, helpless patient, and you step up to become the CEO of your own body. You manage the daily balance sheet. You direct the investments. You build the shields.
So, since protecting your biology starts with intentional joy and connection, I want to leave you with this provocative question to ponder as we wrap up our explainer today. Take a hard look at your own daily ledger. What is one free investment, maybe a conversation, a moment of laughter, or just taking a really deep breath, that you can make in your health today? Don't wait for the machine to break. Start making those deposits right now. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive, and I will see you in the next explainer.